Well, g'day everyone, and welcome back. I apologise about not being around for the last week and a bit, and you'll you'll hear me croaking and coughing and spluttering and stuff like that. But I am getting over pneumonia again, unfortunately. Influenza A that turned into pneumonia. Stalking me somewhere over at the washing the dunny is Flash. Flash, how you going, mate? Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, not too bad. Sounding a lot better than you, I think.
Yeah, I'm better than what I was a week ago. I couldn't move. So I haven't recorded anything. So we've had an entire week on the channel without a single thing going up. So hopefully everybody hasn't disappeared. But what we are doing today is we've had some updates. We've had some exciting updates, some automatic production and stuff like that is happening now, which is really cool. We're going to need to just relocate this pole a little bit, I think. Flash. I
I
reckon
reckon we
we
might
could
have to relocate a few of them at this rate.
move it down just to the side here, I reckon, if you can, and rewire it there. Um, so we've had, the game's had some updates. It's had some pretty exciting updates, and we've gone into like the start of automatic production. We're also going to have to put a pump in and get some water into the wash plant as well, which is right here. So that's another job that we have to do today as well. So a little bit of that stuffing around, but what we've got here is we've got some iron. We're going to experiment a little bit, and there's a little bit of conjecture as to which way this happens. But what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and run a everything through a coil roller, right? And what comes out, what doesn't go through. So this is an experiment, isn't it, Flash? Really?
More or less. I don't think if either of us has really had a whole lot to do with them yet.
No. So we've got melted iron, melted copper, melted aluminium, and melted steel, right? Going into there and making coils. So we're going to do that. But the problem is that I want to run them out of here. So I want to test this because we've got gold and stuff like that. And we've got iron and things like that as well. So what I want to try and do is see if we can actually run through a coil roller and then through a bar roller and then into storage.
While I'm thinking about it, do we want to move this wind turbine and this generator as well? Give us a bit more room.
I think I don't know. I don't know how big. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to buy these things. Hang on. Let me buy that and let me buy the bar roller, right? Cool. So I want to see exactly what we're looking at size wise. So we would start off with the coil roller, which is fair size, mate. Fair size. No, I don't think we need to at this point in time. I don't think we need to.
Been the size of the smelter yet?
No, because we've got to go through the smelter as well, don't we? For God's sakes.
Yeah, she's not small.
No. Maybe we do need to. Maybe we do need to reconfigure then. Should we? Well, the question is, should we be manually pulling this shit out of here and taking it over to our production facility and plopping it in, or should we actually be trying to run it out? I want to try and run it out of here. I really want to try and run it out of there, right? I really do. So I reckon what we might do, this is how we're going to do it, right? I'm going to bring the small excavator and I'm going to dig a trench out here, right? I'm going to dig a trench out here as well and straight into there into a merger.
One other thing I do know about the new water pump
Mm-hmm.
is it does have to be placed on either grass or
Grass or what?
snow.
Snow. Oh, great. Okay, so that's going to have to come from up the top there, isn't it?
Which means we're going to have to run a pretty extensive pipeline.
We are. This is going to be expensive. Oh, this is going to be expensive.
Mind you, the smelter itself is only $10,000, which,
I know.
grand scheme of things, it's not that much.
Yeah, so what else do we need to buy? We need to buy the high temp smelter and we need to buy the smelter. So I've purchased both of those, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this fella in here. I'm gonna dig a trench and we're gonna drop these into the ground, right? I'm gonna drop them into the ground. So I'll jump in here and we'll start by digging a trench, right?
Want me to move that wind turbine at least?
Yeah, we probably could actually, yeah. Maybe relocate that. Also bring a, if you can, bring a truck up as well, if you can, to dump some dirt into.
Oh, I can do that.
Because I want to run this stuff underground, so...
Yeah, as long as you don't end up falling in the holes again.
We'll try not to, right? Let's see.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said last time too.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. But, you know, I'm going to turn my controller back on.
Preference on which dump truck or just any?
Just any. Just drop it in the side here so I can throw it in here. It's just easier probably to do it this way than it is to actually just get in there and pickaxe it all out, although possibly not. So what you'll need to do is grab a 2 times down. Or is it 4 times down there is the best you can get? And we'll run this stuff underground. This is probably, this, for those of you watching, you might already be throwing your arms in the air and typing madly into the comments saying, no, you can't do it this way. But we want to experiment. We want to experiment because some people have done it some ways, other people have done it other ways. And we would like to at least give it a bit of a go and see what we can do. So we seem to have lost a flash though.
Yeah, I've been disconnected, have I?
No. I just don't know where you are.
I'm struggling a little bit getting rock trucks moving. Just give me a minute for that.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you paint that? You painted it, didn't you?
No.
You just can't trust these employees, seriously. Just cannot trust them. So what's this? This is our gravel, so we're just going to leave our gravel there, I reckon.
Hey, there we go. Now we're rolling.
I think we can flow through with this, can't we? So, because it might be just a case of manually putting stuff in, but we'll see how we go, right? We'll see how we go. Back him in here.
Crack at least.
I reckon it's worth having a crack. It's all fun. It's all fun and games until an electrician gets hurt.
It's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
Oh yeah, who did that? You put that in the chat today on stream, didn't you? I'm not sure how deep we need to go.
I reckon that shouldn't be too far. Have you got any conveyors on you? Or?
No, I may do. Do you want to move the truck over just a little bit? I'll put any conveyors that I do have, I'll put in the storage here. No, I don't have any conveyors on me, but we don't have too much in storage, so you might
I'll have a
need
look
to
at the
buy.
storage container downstairs.
No, it's all right. You can buy if you want to.
I'm not going to use it. I reckon that's a pretty nice shade of green, that.
It's definitely a shade of green, most definitely. I will give you that much.
You know what they say, you can't beat them,
I wonder whether I can go back into... There we go. Back into that view.
Yeah, do you want to go fully underground, or do you just want to go surface level underground?
Surface level underground, if we can get that far, that close, but we may have to go a little bit... Oh yeah, no, that'll work, won't it? That looks like it's about right. Don't want to build a ramp going over it if we can avoid it. But we're going to have to cover this with... we're definitely going to have to cover this with some concrete slabs anyway, so... There we go. It is starting to get a bit dark. It should go relatively quickly, I think. It's the timing that I've got set, so... I may have actually changed it a little bit now that all this lighting's happening. Now that they've changed the lighting a little bit. I may have actually changed it. Well, when they put the new lights in with the power and stuff. Yeah, that probably doesn't help at all, actually. Because you didn't hook it up, right?
Yeah, it's hooked up. Hooked up, just need to turn everything on.
Yes, that'll probably help a little bit. It is looking a little bit dark on my recording, I think, as well. So we may need to speed up the time on the map. Oh no, it's starting to go light again now. Yeah, I do have it sped up a little bit, so...
Looking at these all the lights we've got placed downstairs, I wonder if they have actually done a little bit of work on it. It doesn't seem quite as light as it used to.
The new lights that they've got when they brought out the power update, I felt were a lot better and a lot less powerful. But the lights on the machines are still pretty bright. So
We can chuck them on for a second, see how they look.
we've got them on now, yeah.
Watch how they work.
They don't seem quite as bad, but you're going to move this truck for me, mate, if you don't mind. Lovely. So anyway, I hope everybody watching is well. I hope you're all better than I am, because I ain't too good, I can tell you. I haven't been anyway. I'm getting better, but there we go. Lovely.
I'm getting a bit more of the far side if we can.
Yep, sure. Oh, I've hit a vein of something under there, probably coal. Like that. am very, very, very much enjoying these bloody these excavators in first-person view.
What are we thinking it's conveyor line? We just run that straight that way across?
What we're going to do is we're going to throw a merger in here. So if I just jump out for a sec, we're going to come out of here. And then we're going to throw a merger in. Well, that's a pretty deep trench for what we needed. Throw a merger in there. The hell are you doing?
You saw nothing? What are we talking about?
Right, so we'll come across here. We'll drop this down the same depth. And then we'll merge it. I reckon. I'm actually going to come and dig a little bit out there where you are now. So you can go on the left-hand side of me if you want.
Tell you what, it's a bloody tight gap when you're trying to turn this thing around.
Yeah, very tight.
That's what he said.
I wasn't going to say it.
I think we're all thinking it though.
Everybody's thinking it. Right, Christina's playing Seatown Fish Market Simulator. Because I know everything. Alright, lovely. Let's get into the ground there. Probably don't need to dig out quite as much, do we?
Just trying to think of wondering if we are going to have enough room because the merger's going to take up 3 blocks width-wise.
Yep.
And then I think there's probably only about 2 blocks apart, so we're going to have to do a little bit of a out and around, I think.
Oh yeah. That's alright, we'll work it out. We will work it out because we are geniuses, right?
Oh, that's what they say.
Okay, I reckon. Actually, I'll probably. Do you want to drop? Do you want to do a downward in there on the end of that? We'll kind of work out where this merge is going to be. Probably in here somewhere, right?
Thinking with this one over here, we might have to take it left and then bring it back around right as well.
We'll see how we go.
Because we're going to have to put a left or right hand turn on that one, and then on this one over here, we'll have to bring it out around and bring it back into the merger.
We only need these two that we're doing now. We only need to connect these two storages that we're doing now into the merger. Because these are the ones that have all of the ores in them. So.
Okay, so what if we go left out of this one and then go the merger straight on the end of
Merger straight on the end of, or over on this one, over on the, yeah.
Oh, there's only one way to find out.
Just dig a little bit more out of here.
Dig a bit more directly in front of your wheels there.
Yep. making it a little bit difficult for myself. I think I might go back into first person view like that, I reckon. Not that you can see me doing first person view, but everybody watching the video can. There we go.
I'll just use my imagination.
Just use your imagination.
That should be right there.
I reckon that'll be alright. You should be able to get a you should now be able to get a turn in, a bend into that.
A bit like that one.
Right.
I reckon if we go another left-hand turn, we should be able to squeeze the motor in.
The merger should go straight into there now, I reckon, shouldn't it? Like straight on the end of that. No, we don't know. No, we don't want. We want merger. No, we want to go. No, we want to go. Take this out. We want to go merger on the end of that piece, because I think we're going to run the production stuff over here. I reckon. So I reckon spin that merger. That merger won't go around, will it?
Nah, that's what I was talking about, where you'd have to have this going a bit around and about. I reckon if we chuck it back the way that I had it when I first placed it down, we could probably just go a right-hand turn straight out of that and then over to the production.
Yeah, we might have to. Yeah, yep. May have to do that. Merger in there, and then I'll dig this out and we'll do a right-hand turn. All right, cool. I'll just remove this beast.
Mighty wheeled cat.
Yes. Going to high.
That thing boogies along.
It does. You can put it in high and low. So I think probably about there. I might go back into low. And we'll dig this out. You might have to jump in right behind me, I reckon.
That's about as close as I'm going to get.
Actually, where's this? Hang on, there's a hole in here, isn't there? I'm going to have to fill this hole in first, so...
Probably just dump this fucking straight in. No, head.
Bit of coal under here.
Ooh, that's a thought. We should get a couple of coal plants to hang as well.
Oh, yeah, because they've got coal plants in here now, haven't they?
Actually, it's not a terrible idea, because then the more coal you dig out, you have it running. Instead of having it run into storage, you probably just have it run straight into the coal plant.
True, true. But I do want to. I do still want the ability to make some bitumen at some point as well. So we'll have to keep some aside at least.
I suppose the other point about that video is running out of coal. And you got no power train to still go to the wind turbines back up.
Wind turbines are free though, aren't they? So are you behind me? Or am I driving in the wrong direction? How are we going to deal with? Do you want to put the bend in that so that we can? I reckon it's probably about there.
Dig a little bit more out variety.
Yep.
I think I need to take one scoop out of it, that should be enough. Maybe 2 scoops.
How's that?
Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, I'm kind of, because I'm not looking at it in the view that I have been looking at it. I'm getting all of my controls back to front now. Do you want to clean this area out, flatten this area off a little bit as well at some point? Oh, I'm going back into first person view. Hey?
Yeah, I'll re-roll it up once we've finished everything.
There we go.
What the other person didn't like it and he's been topsy-turvy.
What I need to do actually is probably fix this up again now that I've stuffed it. There we go. Lovely. All right, so back a little bit there. Put the brakes on. And we'll dig this out. There, throw this in this hole here. There we go, just to smooth that off a little bit. Oh, and we're making money while we're doing it as well, because we're pulling pay dirt out of the ground at the moment, which is a good thing, right? It all helps. Right, there we go. So I reckon that's probably deep enough there, isn't it?
I think from memory, that last update they had, once you get a bit of stuff flowing through the conveyors, they should clear out the ground underneath themselves anyway.
Cool. Cool. Well, we know that the hoppers did that, don't we?
Yeah, I think the conveyors do as well, but I can't quite remember. Are you thinking of just chucking the concrete floor straight on top of the conveyors like this? Or?
That's what I was considering, yeah. Yep. But you know what we might do? We might actually, rather than going directly across, how much room do we have? How much space are we going to have here? Probably not enough, actually. So I think we definitely do need to keep going across. How deep are we going to be? We're going to be relatively deep, aren't we? Run through there. We may have to ramp over the top of it or something, I reckon.
I mean, if we do it, really only have to be sort of through the middle of it.
Yeah.
Where we're going to have machines driving over it and stuff, but that's not too bad.
Yep. All right. Well, there you go. We may actually have to start removing some of this stuff now as well. Get the pooper out of the way. Get that out of the way.
I'll leave that smelly job for you.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's the plumber. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. What we're going to do is we're going to fiddle around with this a little bit more, and then see you guys again once we sort of get all of this conveyor system in and get everything fired up. So that's the plan anyway. Get this conveyor in straight across there into where we need to go, and then get it all fired up. So thank you so much for watching. Flash, again, thank you for hanging out, mate. I appreciate it very much. He's
Always a pleasure.
parking that beast right where we need to build our production facility. So we'll move across there. We'll build the production facility through there, which will be perfectly fine. And hopefully we'll just be able to ramp over the top of it, I reckon. Try and make it look neat at least. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. See you all next time. Bye for now. Bye.